to say when I first remember the mullet because everybody had one. When I was growing up, mullet was the hairstyle everybody had. I remember I was in the 8th grade. My dad finally gave in. I think Larry Bird. Larry Bird had the mullet. My dad let me have a mullet because of Larry Bird.
You know, well, my mom hated it at first, and that's what made me strive to keep going with it. That's why I still have it. When I started it, not a lot of people had it, but you couldn't really tell I had one. And, I mean, yeah, only other people I knew were the boys that had one. Well, you know, the boys kept telling me to get one. I said no, they look dumb. And then about 3 months later, I ended up with one.
I mean, March 2020, you know, right as places are starting to open back up after quarantine, I went out, I got me a fresh little haircut, started growing it out, and then just kept it ever since. Well, the first time I saw the mullet would be in the movie Joe Dirt. He's got the wig from getting scalped as a kid, and you just see the majestic flow on Joe Dirt as he goes through his life. Then it kind of came back during quarantine. I saw the TikToks. I figured I'm hopping right on it. We're getting this mullet.
You have to understand that we didn't call it the mullet. It was the layered hairstyle. Back in the 80s, they didn't call it the mullet until the 90s. It was layered. So everybody had different layers, but the back, that was the important. If you could make a little ponytail, it was even better.
Life before, my head used to get really cold, my neck, you know. And then after I grew it out, hey, I feel like Santa Claus. Only bad part about it was I was riding down Nation on my 4-wheeler, and my buddy's dad looked out the window and thought I was a girl.
New mullets, you see more guys kind of styling them different. You see kind of longer on the top instead of just, you know, all in the back. Got different styles, you know, just kind of branching out and making it more creative.
Lots of people tried to imitate the mullet. Zendaya, Rihanna in 2013. They do all this funky new age stuff in the front, and then they grow it long in the back, but it's all straight. See, it's got to have curl. It's got to have waviness to it.
Well, I see, now we can talk about that Morgan Wallen dude. His actually looks pretty cool, but all the other ones are too short. You know what I mean? They just look like a mohawk with no long hair.
I would say there's definitely a lot of good ones and old ones. The new ones I do like more because you see the guys just completely rocking out with it with style.
That was the best part about men and women, David Bowie, Carol Brady. Everybody had the mullet. If you didn't have a mullet, you didn't have a mullet.
There's some friends that just love it, and there's some friends that hate it, you know, and it just kind of evens out between them. There have been times I thought about getting rid of it, and I'm like, I feel like it's like attached to me. It's a part of me now, and I can't get rid of it at this point.
You know, I'll be rolling down the road too in my truck, you know, with the windows down and all that stuff. And then all of them just look at me and I have to say sorry. You know, this hairstyle, it made me a different breed. You know, no one else is like it.
So I feel like this mullet, even though it's just a hairstyle, it's really shaped me, really helped me come into myself, you know, as a person, as a man, and really just, you know, helped me live my life better.
Nowadays, people just don't understand how important the mullet was to your identity. It was iconic. Without my mullet, I don't know where I'd be.